It's time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online for all your website needs at sonicwebstudios.com. The Mike Wagner Show brings you interesting people doing interesting things all across the globe. Now, let's get started on the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. And email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, take the Mike Wagner Show wherever with you on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can also check our Facebook page at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can also invite friends, like, click, share, and also feel free to check out the interviews. And we've got a fine, wonderful woman out of Oregon who's an author, writer, healer, therapist, and many, many more. She is born into a very unique family. She'll tell you all about it. But first, before you get psychic about this woman, she's got a book out that she's really passionate about and what inspired her, and getting into a number of things we'll get into. But first of all, without further ado, we'd like to welcome in from Oregon, Melissa Bryan. Melissa, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right, no problem. Well, you're an author, writer, healer, therapist, and you also have a couple of books out called Beyond Belief, A Psychic's Life, Born Into Shamanism, and more. And
okay, the first one, the Beyond Belief, that one's out of print.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, the first two are out of print because what I'm doing is I'm tearing them down, tearing them apart, reorganizing them, rewriting them from the ground up, repackaging them, and renaming them.
Okay, well, we'll get that in just a minute. But first of all, before we get into your books and what you do as well, tell us how you got started.
Well, it isn't so much how I got started, but why I got started. Well, it turns out that growing up, I didn't know anything about my family, because now I'm a family genealogist, among many other things.
Mm-hmm.
But I had no clue about my heritage, and all my life I've been seeing, hearing, feeling, sensing, knowing things that other people did not. And I was not allowed to talk about it because in my family, you just did not talk about such things, or you were labeled and you were, I don't know, messed up, drugged up, whatever. But anyway, it was not such a great thing. I grew up not knowing anything about this. I denied it for most of my life till finally I hit age 21 and my abilities just went crazy. And I thought, oh, great. They're going to lock me away, call me nuts, call me crazy. They're going to put me on meds and, all this stuff. And my ancestors sat me down, from spirit no less, sat me down and said, you're going to be a shaman. I said, I'm going to be a what? Are you crazy? You want that balls in y'all's court. Nuh-uh. You want it, you pull the strings. Well, here I am, 42 years old, still a shaman in training. And yes, I had at least, now at current count, about seven shamans, all from different peoples, different tribal walks of life. None of them knew each other personally. A few knew of each other or had heard of each other, but had never met them, never spoken to them, or know nothing like that. And all of them said the same thing. I said, oh, great. I thought, okay, now I'm in trouble.
Okay, first of all, explain to your audience what is shamanism and the history of it.
Okay, I know very little about the history, except some things I found online that go back to the earliest predated, I guess, religious beliefs. Okay. And shamanism, for me anyway, is being able to heal without, and believe it or not, I have no idea how this works. I just know it does work, okay? Is healing others, being able to see, hear, feel, sense, know, etc. Things that really no one else actually does, or, very few people actually do. But, being able to just do things without knowing how it's done, how it works, where it comes from, etc., till I found my family's history. Okay, I was about 13 years old, going through, I guess, some books in my family's bookcases. Out of my great-grandmother's Bible falls a family tree. And so it goes from there, and now I am the keeper of the family history, on top of many other things.
Okay.
And that's what got me started searching.
And is that connected to shamanism in a way, or
yes,
the paranormal and psychic?
Yes. Not only is it connected, but I actually, because I did not know my father's mother's line, I knew everybody else on both sides of the family. I just did not know her line. It turns out that my grandmother and great-grandmother had a falling out many years on ago and never regained contact. Okay, I was told I'd only seen her once as a baby. I mean, my great-grandmother. So I asked my mom, okay, I don't know anything about that side of the family. Do you have just like maybe a name, a year, date, something of that nature, maybe a place? I don't know. Just some little bit of information that might lead me to at least put this to rest. So my mom gave me a couple little tidbits. I sat down at a computer in Cheyenne, Wyoming, at the Family History Center, cracked back my knuckles, and said a little prayer. I said, Grandma, if you're out there, help. Help me find you. If you are really for real, if you're really true, which I don't know, I'm skeptical at this point, but if you're really a real person, help me out with this. Sit here and help me get this done. Sure enough, I plug in all the information I'm given. I hit enter. I sit back and I forget to breathe for just a second. Out pops this entire tree of people. And there at the end are the native elders that the shamans had said I would find.
That is amazing. And also, what is the difference between shamanism, paranormal, and psychic in your own words? Compare and contrast.
Believe it or not, I really don't know how to compare and contrast, because I think in my own mind, it all goes together. Because shamans have always been able to see and hear and feel and sense and touch and know and smell and taste and all this stuff and heal and just have been able to do all this stuff. And it just is. It happens. It's so magical. It's insane. It's really fun.
It does sound like fun, too. And how much of the training have you gotten in the shamanism so you can apply it to your clients and people are asking? And who are you being tutored by, especially paranormal and psychic?
Actually, I'm being tutored, believe it or not, by my 16th great-grandfather, Elder Whitefeather.
Okay.
And I've been very close to him for a number of years. He has gone out of his way to help me, and I'm beyond grateful. I have been taught by him how to heal. I've been taught about herbs. I've been taught about spices, how to make various things cooking that have been known to heal. And like, for example, and I'm just going to give you an example of this. There was a lady over at a bank when I was living in Taos, New Mexico. She was really sick with a real bad cold, and eventually I got it, but I ended up healing myself. But I said, okay, I know how to heal this. This is no problem. Been there, done it, grew up doing this. Okay. So I went over to the tea section. I looked through the tea bags. I goes, okay, pull that. Hot water, coffee cup, stir, a little bit of honey. I said, here, take this. That'll heal you. You're going to be better in a week. Sure enough, she was.
Interesting. And that's one of your clients too. And who would you say your most favorite client was, and what's the most challenging when it comes to your healing sessions?
Well, my very favorite client, I can honestly say, and this is years ago in the past, so this person I'm no longer in contact with. I was living in Taos, New Mexico, well, just north of Taos, I should say, in a little town called Arroyo Seco. There was a lady, her hand was all gnarled up, and it was either an injury or birth defect or something, but it looked like an eagle's claw.
Mm-hmm.
And my heart dropped into my stomach, and I said, I've got to help her. I don't know why I'm being led to help her, but I'm being led to help her. Okay, well, whatever's meant to be is meant to be. So my hands heated up to, I mean, extremely, excruciatingly painful, white hot. I said, look, I'm really sorry about, what happened to your hand. I'm so sorry about this. Is there anything I can do to help? And she said, oh, well, I'm having surgery in a few days. So I said, you know what? Let me do this to help you. I put her hand literally between my hands. I ran my hands above and below her hand. I said, what this is going to do, this is going to straighten the energy in your hand and help the doctors to do their work better. I saw her a year later. Her hand was completely normal. She could open it and close it. She said, I don't know what you did, but I'm forever grateful.
It does sound like being forever grateful, too. We'll talk about a couple of our books as well, too. You're listening to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. You can also take the Mike Wagner Show with you on the MikeWagnerShow.com, and also, you can also listen on Facebook as well, too, Facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can also invite, like, share, and also, check out other episodes on the Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. We're here with author Melissa Bryan. She's also a shaman, a healer, and also a therapist. Has her own website.
Shaman,
okay.
More like, more like in training.
Okay, I got that right. Okay, so, and of course, you've been in a lineage of generations too, according to your website at Psychic Mom 2017. On the Wix site, great-granddaughter, the 16th of Elder Whitefeather of the Virginia Iroquois Nation, and also part of the Western Cherokee. So tell us a little bit about the Iroquois Nation and Cherokee Nation and compare the two.
Well, I really don't know how to compare the two, since I've only been to Cherokee Nation one time in my entire life in Oklahoma. My husband was going for a rodeo announcing school there, and I don't know where this individual that taught it is now, but he was then in Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. And we actually visited Cherokee Res, and I felt a really super deep connection with it. I've never visited the Iroquois people. They don't accept me because I'm not full blood. I don't find that to be right, but that's their heritage. I have no right to say otherwise. But I can tell them, if they're listening, I love you guys. You're my blood, you're my heart, you're my soul. I love you.
Okay, and also there was something I was going to ask as well, too. You also have another book called My Life as a Medium, A Journey Through the Paranormal. You can tell us all about that.
That one is the one I wrote first. It's really kind of garbage. It's not very good, not well written. It was my first try. It's out of print right now because I rewrote it as Born Into Shamanism. Okay.
All right. And then you also work some other books. So tell us about some of your other books that you're working on right now.
Okay. The one that is the Christmas cookbook, that one is currently also out of print because I am completely, again, tearing it down, tearing it out, rewriting it, ground up. I'm completely redoing it. And it will be renamed My Mountain Home, Recipes from Generations. And I'm writing it in the form of, recipes from all of my family and friends and people that have contributed over the years. I was hoping to write a cookbook earlier on, and
Okay, and I think we have lost Melissa over here, so we're going to try.